So, what happened last time in D&D?
Well, Allari is currently catatonic. Damien is currently in hell, literally.
He's like trapped. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Damien's trapped in a ring, and we got him to a cleric now that Bromley stopped tripping horse shit balls, mushroom balls. I don't know what he took.
Flower
balls.
Fire balls?
Flower balls.
Flower balls. And at the cleric, well, we rode this nice lady's cart who sold dresses. Phoebe, right. And then at the cleric, we dropped Damien off, who's in a ring. We got the ring off Allari, and then Carnus put it on and just caused more hell for Damien.
And then Carnus took it off.
Yep.
Carnus didn't know that he was causing hell for Damien. He just heard screams in his head.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Fire?
Yeah. The candle wolf made me. The wick just burned into the wax, and then the wax closed in around it.
Oh.
So I have to dig the wick out, but like, god damn it.
The lady whose cart we rode on, TB, thinks that Bromley is some local hero celebrity guy named Cooksar.
And had a chance to get laid, but cock blocked himself.
And turned it down.
Yep.
The best part about it is, I gave her a kobold scale, thinking it was a dragon scale.
You don't know the difference.
Through group effort, we kept the illusion alive for this lovely lady.
And also, I'm a hairy Sasquatch now.
That's right. Damien has also got currently half health because he decided he was gonna try to take on something that's 5 times his size. 30 tall, if I remember correctly. But he got a cool dagger out of it. By the way, Brian, did you make that item?
No. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Sounds about right.
Got
I had been
distracted by doing nothing else.
I remember mine earlier. I remember mine you earlier, and I completely forgot until now.
Go ahead and add a dagger to your inventory. You're not even attuned to it anyway, so it's fine.
I was gonna say, because the tuner takes 8 hours, and he's not gonna rest for 8 hours. Just long enough to... There, dagger. I have a dagger now. Not that they'll do much.
Yeah.
So let's start off where we left off. Sabina.
Brian.
You're in an alleyway off to the side, just hair growing from everywhere. What are you doing?
I thought I had gone to the temple.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, because I wrapped myself in the shroud, took the potion, and went to the temple.
Alright, fair enough. You arrive at the temple archways. In front you see an old man just lighting candles out front. He turns to you and goes, "Oh, you poor dear. What kind of curse has befallen you? Can we help?"
I'm here for visiting hours, actually. My friend is in there, and I'm just here to support her.
Oh, she the troubled one that came in a little bit ago.
I would believe so, yeah.
With a celebrity and a kobold.
The great... Oh, shit, what was his name? The dwarf?
I mean, we have many dwarves. There's more than just one in the city. You gotta be a little more specific.
The dwarf that came in with the kobold and the Asmar.
Yeah. Here, follow. I'll take you to them.
I will follow him.
The old man slowly shuffles his way towards one of the back rooms. The old wooden door slowly creaks open. You just see Allari on a table, Karnas and Bromley on each side. Just, what are you guys doing?
Karnas is probably sitting on a stool, waving his legs, just kind of like impatiently waiting, hoping Allari will wake up soon.
Okay.
Being very wiggly.
What are you, Bromley?
It's a temple. I'm just kind of casually looking around at all the stonework and all the, religious items.
All right. Are you looking for anything in particular, or just like admiring?
No, just admiring.
There's well cut stone like walls, and there's really good masonry. It kind of distracts you a little bit from the religious imageries, but there are tapestries and just holy symbols all strewn about. Massive candelabras and chandeliers with lit candles so you can see. You hear the door slowly open, and you see a large, hairy monster in the doorway.
Karnas will yell.
Do you guys remember that monster from Looney Tunes? That was just like full red hair that like Bugs Bunny would like do a makeup session on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining Maddie right now.
I was imagining Cousin It.
Cousin It.
I was. That's
Wait, do you
what
know
I was
Cousin
imagining
It?
too.
From Addams Family?
Yeah, Cousin It works.
Am I that hairy? It was like a year growth.
Yeah, it grows for a year.
It grows for a year?
For a year?
I think we all missed that one.
He didn't quite know what the potion did. He's just trying to sell it. And he sold the version that sounded better.
Who are you? Karnas says.
You're essentially a Wookiee right now. You're just a walking Wookiee, dude.
Aren't all Wookiees walking Wookiees?
I made you to Chewbacca on accident. But your elven features are fully covered, Maddie.
As Maddie
What?
as Maddie proceeds to lose her shit.
I'm just like, hello, everyone.
Sabina, is that you?
Yes, that's me. I've always been like this. Nothing is different.
I don't know. Did you get a haircut?
Something like that.
Well, it's different.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna have to constantly shave.
Yeah, here. When I had my back turned all this, admiring, stone and stuff, and then I heard Karnas was talking. I turn around and I see that. I go. I almost let out, a final word. I go. Foul beast, and I try and slide my shield. And that's when I heard Sabina's voice. I was like, wait, Sabina?
Yeah, it's me. Also, don't fight in a temple. How is Allari?
We got the ring off. And then I put it on. And then there were loud screams in my head, so I took it off.
Fair enough.
And then Karnas will hop down and grab the ring off of the table that I was sitting on. And just kind of like fidget with it. Damien! Can you hear me?
Damien, we left off with you falling?
I
Right?
fell to the ground after Cardus took the ring and put it on, and yeah, it made me grip because the entire insanity that followed that. So now I
Right.
have the urge to kill Cardus a little bit. Don't know why,
Oh yeah.
but I do.
And then you when Karnas put the ring on, you had all of the thoughts that a kobold might have. I forgot about that.
You became one with the
Mhm.
kobolds.
Came one with the kobolds for a hot minute, and I did not like it. So speaking of the whole rest thing, short rest would be great, so I can regain, so I can lose some, so I can not be so exhausted.
Roll me survival.
You got it. Don't. I'll take it. 30-20.
Yeah, you figure you found a spot where you could safely hide away for about an hour or so. So you can get a short rest in.
Yes. That's.
Let me look something up real quick.
Sound
Get rid
like
of all these images of Wookiees.
you sound like you were about to go kobold for a second. When you were your voice is like
Oh yeah,
Oh.
how's it
What?
go?
Do I get? What is the aberrant? Oh, I see. The aberrant dragon. Yeah, that makes.
I don't know what
So
I'm
wait.
saying to me.
I have dice for both the rogue and the warlock.
what?
I apparently have hit dice from both. I mean, that makes sense because I have 5 levels in warlock. I'm just gonna take this for D8. What?
Bromley, Karnas, Sabina, what are you guys doing? You have an unconscious, loudly snoring Allari.
Probably just kind of just like fidgeting with the ring, quietly toying with the idea of putting it back on, but not actually doing it, just thinking about it.
Okay.
Have we tried cleansing the ring?
How do you cleanse it?
I don't know. I figured that's why we came to the cleric.
I'm trying to remember the name of the cleric that was helping us. So the dwarven cleric.
Do you mean to type that in the where everyone can see?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just roll it.
9.
You don't want to roll it?
What was the cleric's name that was helping us earlier?
That was a terrible I'm sorry.
I don't think you asked.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't ask.
You guessed.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to go find a wizard or an enchanter. And Bromley promised
No, you're good, Maddie.
to talk to the king. Oh good.
No, the stream is back. I just had a moment where like all audio cut out and the stream buffered for like 30 seconds.
Oh. The cleric recommended an enchanter about the ring. So Karnas will say, the cleric said we should talk to an enchanter or something. And Bromley said that he would help us do that by talking to the king.
Huh.
But what do we do with Allari if we do that?
Allari will recover, right?
I mean, she's breathing now.
Was she not before?
No.
Oh. So she's a vegetable.
Karnas goes and like pokes her in the face. Like, no, she doesn't feel like a vegetable. She feels like she always did. He starts like playing with her face and like making her face make faces.
She starts moaning vaguely.
Hang on.
What?
What the fuck was that, Haley?
That wasn't me.
Oh.
That was Art. Who's now muted.
I'm starting to think. I just see Karnas like manhandling the patient. I'm gonna kind of just pull him away and be like, "Let's go to the king, Karnas, and let
Right.
Allari sleep."
Okay. Karnas makes sure he's clutching onto the ring for dear life.
Oh, can I call you Carney? That's such a cute nickname. Please, Carney, please.
No.
Carney, let's go.
Uh.
I promise I'm not trying to collect you as my pet this time.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do promise. As a good character, she doesn't collect pets.
Parents called.
Bromley, are you gonna take us to the king?
Who called?
Parents called.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
They're good.
Make sure you're not in our room.
Don't sleep in our room.
Yeah. I can see what I can do. I mean, no promises.
But you did promise.
Promise is a promise, sir.
You did vow to Karnas that you would help Allari.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's head off. I guess we head off to the palace.
All right.
All right, you guys exit the chapel. As you're exiting, the old dwarf goes, "What? That wasn't the voice. What about your friend?"
Can you watch her for a little bit while we go and find a wizard enchanter for the ring?
You can stay here for the day.
Okay, thank you. And he goes and like shakes the dwarf's hand. And he takes his two hands around the dwarf's hands. Shakes. Thank you.
Yes, small one. I will watch her for you.
Okay.
Just come back before high noon tomorrow.
Sir, what will happen if we're not? What happens if we're not back by then? Just out of curiosity.
I would have to start charging for the room.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Thank you, sir.
It is a communal room, but the church needs it for other things than naps or recovery.
General
We are
church,
not.
church corruption. Got it.
We are not a hospital. All right, you guys head out into the midday sun. What time is it? Probably close to evening at this point. Mid to late day sun. The sky is turning like shades of like orange and purple on the horizon. You start seeing like large birds just start swooping from rooftop to rooftop, and just like kind of perching as you guys walk along. As you're looking around, the only person to recognize where the king would actually be would be Sabina, because she's been there before.
Oh wait, shit! Is this the same king?
Yes.
Maybe I'll hang back on this one.
Well, you have to at least tell us where it is.
I'll give you directions, but not. Oh wait, no, I have to save Brunhilde though.
Yeah.
As you're walking along, Sabina, you are getting quite the amount of looks. For which everyone stops and like kind of mutters under their breath to whoever they're working with of, what's your passive perception, by the way?
I want to say 14, but let me double check.
That's your other character.
16.
16. You hear the muttered words of, what is that? I don't even know what kind of creature that is. Is it exotic? Is it a pet? Ooh. Maybe I can make a rug out of it.
Please don't make a pet out of my friend. Thank you.
What's your passive, Cardinus?
Oh, 15.
I'm
You
legitimately
can catch most of it. The Cardinus is with 15?
Yeah. I don't know. I always assumed Karnus was kind of on Teddy's level. No offense.
None taken. That's fair.
Well. Yeah, you catching bits and pieces. As you're walking through the market, making your way towards the, actual castle.
Wasn't the actual castle in the other town?
Windwell?
No, it was in Catal.
Yeah, we're not.
You're in Catal.
I thought we were in Winwell.
Yeah, I
No,
thought we
you,
were
you
in
left
Windwell
it
too.
yesterday.
No, we didn't.
You guys went from the farms outside of Windwell, through Windwell, to Catal. Because you stayed on the wagon with, TV?
TB.
TV, yeah.
Like tuberculosis.
TV.
You said we were in Winwell.
I thought you passed through Windwell.
We passed through window. Oh.
I asked if you wanted to do anything in Windwell. Y'all said no, and you stayed on the cart. Is there anything you wanted to do in Windwell, Haley?
No, I just thought that's where we were right now. That's all.
Take away your inspiration point.
I don't have
I
an
don't even know where the
inspiration
hell
point.
you are. God!
Gonna give myself an inspiration point.
I'll take it away.
But I
You
helped
should have
with
had
the
one for helping
recap.
with recap.
I just hadn't put it there. Before it gets, after we visit the king, we should probably go to Gerry's house, and yeah.
What happened to Gerry?
I saved his life.
No, I mean, oh right, yeah.
We're supposed to go to his house for dinner.
Oh shit. I mean, shoot.
I don't care if you swear. I don't give a shit.
Sabina, out of the corner of your eye, you just see a group of kids just following you. About the 7 to 13 range. You just hear like the mild like giggles and bickering of like, no, go touch it. You go touch it. I don't know. What? It looks scary. What is it? As you're walking through the streets or the market.
I'm just gonna try and ignore them. Do they leave me alone, or do they continue to follow?
The kids are just going to continue to harass. They're children.
Yeah.
People are curious as to what the hell you are, because no one's seen a creature like you before.
Do you think they would buy Wookiee?
What?
What's a Wookiee?
I'm trying to think of hairy creatures that I can lie and say what I am.
You can pick fucking anything if you want. You just gotta convince them.
I'm a Khajiit! Not a Khajiit.
There's already a cat race. Just so you're aware.
I legit thought it was Khajiit.
Khajiits have wares.
Jesus Christ, this is why you two are married.
You start to amass a small crowd around you.
Has no one seen a hairy creature before.
What the hell are you?
I'm someone who got scammed, okay?
So you're
I'm
just
not-
like a regular person?
Yes, I'm not here to hurt anyone. Just
Why
an
do you look like
easy-
a monster?
Because I was told I was given a potion that it wasn't the right potion.
She looks like a monster.
I'm not gonna hurt anyone, I promise.
Roll persuasion?
Oh god, I don't have my glasses.
You want me to tell you what to add?
Oh, fuck me. Did I roll
All
the
the
right
children
die?
that were all following you immediately start screaming, "She's a monster! She's here to kill us!" And like start running around in circles, screaming. Maddie, go ahead and roll me a luck for me to
I don't know how to
escalate
do
the
that.
situation. Just roll a d20, and I'll add the proper things for you.
How do I roll a d20?
With
And on the bottom left, there's a die button. Just click that.
Oh.
Click d20, and then hit roll and throw it. And then you're adding 4 to whatever that is.
17 plus 4 is 21.
Okay.
Yes.
So as the kids are screaming, "She's a monster! She's a monster! She's here to kill us!" The crowd starts to get rowdy and real like on edge until you start seeing some of the Crown's Guard walk through. He goes, "All right, break it up, break it up. You, why are you causing havoc?" Motioning towards you, Sabina.
I'm just existing, sir. I don't know why I'm causing havoc.
Leave this poor creature alone. Go back to your shopping. The crowd kind of disperses a little bit. There's still people like lingering, like, what the hell is that, or what's gonna happen? Are they gonna arrest you or whatever? He goes, "Can I help you get anywhere, ma'am?" "Sir? I don't know. I can't tell any features. It's hard."
That's fine. It's a ma'am. We're here because we need to find an enchanter. Our friend is ill and we need to save them. They're stuck in a ring.
There's many enchanters in the market. I'm sure you can find some.
My friend here said he knew the king and he could help.
You motion to Bromley.
Yeah, I motioned to Bromley.
You know the king. What's your name, Master Dwarf?
I am Sir Bromley Hammerstone.
Then how do you know the king? Bromley just starts profusely sweating.
Like I got a helmet.
Sir?
Don't I have that one thing? That sheet of paper or whatever it was? Something that
You were going to get something from your contact in Winwell, but you
Yeah.
completely ignored
no.
her.
because he was
Yeah.
high.
yeah.
Well, you could have got it on your way back through. That woman would have stopped the cart for Bromley.
That's when I go, funny story.
I'm always
Oh.
up for amusement.
Then I go on along with the story of I came here with this party to try and with them, but then I was gonna meet up with a contact in Woodwell, and then in that time we are helping a friend trying to get out of a tower, and then I became under the influence of the Wild Mountain Rose, I think it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then lost a lot of time in there. And as we're traveling back here to continue on, I just completely because of coming out the lingering effects of that, I just forgot to meet up with them again.
So I'm going to save you a lot of trouble. You're not getting into the castle without a reason to be there, like a written reason. For security purposes, obviously, people can't just go in and talk to the king. That happened. We used to have that happen until people started trying to do assassinations on him. So we kind of just stopped doing that.
I'm gonna guiltily look away and start whistling innocently.
Roll persuasion, deception, or performance, then. Where you're trying to be nonchalant.
$16.
It didn't show up.
It's in the other channels. Nope.
God damn it.
That's fine, buddy.
Use that.
Yeah. You can see it.
Karnas,
He doesn't notice you.
to the guard. The cleric that we were talking to said to give this to a wizard or enchanter that we find.
What do you have there? And he reaches down for it, picks it up, unscrolls it a little bit, goes, "All right, follow me."
All right.
He kind of rolls it up and tucks it into his on the inside of his cloak. He starts making his way towards the palace.
Follow along.
Damien.
Yep.
After about an hour or so, just long enough for a short rest, you start hearing rocks tumble, and falling, and just getting disturbed in general. You can feel the heavy footfalls of creatures outside in the tunnels. What are you doing?
I'm try climbing back up that thing again. Now that I don't have a certain kobold in my head.
Go ahead and give me athletics or acrobatics.
You got it. Acrobatics, because that's a better roll. 18.
18, alright. Did you want to add anything to that?
No.
Alright. 18, you're definitely able to start climbing up and getting through it. Go ahead and make me another check. You get to a point where it's just smooth facing, you gotta kind of throw yourself to the opposite wall.
11. Yeah. That one I will add a +5.
Alright. Just so everyone knows, Raz, you have 2. Maddie, you have 3. Ark, you now have 1. And Haley, you have 2.
Oh, wait. Hold up. 1 sec. My internet's being dumb, of course.
That's the theme of the
You
week.
just add in a thing that I can just add later.
Yeah, give me a +5.
Okay.
Gonna preemptively say thanks for the sub.
We had to wait for that.
Sorry.
23 months.
It wouldn't load.
Shit, I just put 5 there. What were you at? You're at 3, right? So you should be at 4.
Sure.
Yes.
Alright. I was like, wait a minute. I did 5 because Maddie
That's
said
correct,
5.
Yes.
So Damien, with the 16, you're able to just grip your fingers onto the ledge before you start slipping and falling. You start pulling yourself up and just kind of sit on the ridge as you scan for your next hold to get onto. Go ahead and give me an investigation or perception. It's pretty smooth bore walls.
Is it something specific or is it just an overall? look around.
Not just perception overall.
Okay. 11.
11. You don't quite see any natural handholds that you could just start climbing into. You think you might be able to just like standing jump up to something, but there's a spot of darkness a little ahead that you can't quite see past. It could be a ledge, or it could just be a deep see-through rock that is still flush with the wall.
Okay.
It's real like kind of House of Mirrors here.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna try and do a standing jump.
All right. That sounds like athletics.
Athletic. Yep. 6. That's a no.
If anyone would like to buy a merch at the moment, you can give a odds of success to any of the players of your choosing. Or not a fail. Whatever's funny for you. I'm not here to judge.
Or a simple donation of bits.
For an auto success?
No,
1,000 bits is auto success.
1,000 bits is auto success.
For a measly 1,000 bits, you too can watch Damien not die again.
Please.
Damien,
Can I
with your...
Can
What?
I redonate that +5 I had and give it to Damien? Like reassign it
I can take it away from you if you want.
and give it to Damien?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright. Arky, back up to 2.
Yeah, let's go
Um,
ahead and make that an 11, please. I really don't want to die.
and 11, you kind of just hop up, and you're trying, your hands are squeaking against the obsidian glass, and you just kind of fall back down onto the ledge you were at. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, as the ledge you're on starts to crumble beneath you.
Okay. 26.
You're able to catch your footing and just kind of like push all your limbs on the side like you're climbing a hallway.
Mhm.
Everyone did that as a kid, right? Right?
What?
Do what now?
You
Like
just
the
like
hub
in the
climb?
middle of the
Like we
hallway,
used to
put
do in
your
the
arms
hub.
on each side, and like walk up the walls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like that. You're able to do that for a small section and gain some height. You will need to do a little bullshittery to get yourself up to the next part. You have about 8 more feet to go before you can see a ledge that looks to be able to hold your grip. What do you want to do to get there?
There's no room on the sledge, correct?
Second?
So there's no room on the sledge, so I couldn't do a kind of a running.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Shit. Either do I see any handholds to get up to the next bit or no?
With your 11 perception, no.
Oh, yeah, I see. No, 11%. I was 11. Oh yeah, okay. Running blind. Hmm. Can I go any farther? Just inching along the ledge?
You can like, you can try to like wall climb your way up a little bit.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try that.
Go ahead and do acrobatics.
You got it. $14.
You're able to start inching your way up a little bit. You got like a small leap to get to do a handhold. You can either try and jump like from on the wall where you are, like kind of push off and like turn and grab, or you can keep trying to inch your way up. Or you can fall onto all the shards of obsidian glass at the bottom.
I would rather not.
That sounds
fall.
fun.
Let's not do that.
Doom guy.
Doom!
Doom guy.
It's that Doom guy.
Some Mario bounce jump.
Gonna try and jump up.
Go ahead and roll me strength. What is your strength, by the way?
It's a +1.
Okay.
It's not my
ahead.
greatest stat.
For a rogue,
This is-
really? You don't say.
Well, just straight strength. Or, yeah, straight strength.
Straight strength.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless
Sorry you heard that.
12.
Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's add that last +5.
All right. Sounds like you're out of +5s.
Sorry.
So, Damien, as you're spider climbing up the walls and you see the ledge, you think, I can make it, I can make it, I can make it. You kind of ready yourself to throw yourself forward, push back off the wall, and just kind of like do a backflip to the side, turn your body, and grab. That's your plan. You can execute it perfectly. In one motion, you kind of lurch yourself forward and jump back. You don't get quite the spin as you want, and just before your hands reach out and grab the ledge, your left hand slips, but you do catch it with your right hand, and you're like dangling.
Mm-hmm.
So is that auto success for you?
Yes, please.
Would you buy one?
1,000 bits.
You have an auto success.
And also thanks for the biddies.
Yeah. How much effort would it take for me to swing up so I can grab with my left hand and try and pull myself up?
You can just pull yourself up with the strength. Just use like pretty much all your movement for that.
Yeah.
So you just kind of swing your arm up and just start lifting yourself up. Actually, roll me a strength saving throw
There it is.
to see if it exhausts you.
Fair enough. 13. Not bad.
Not bad. You do feel like all your muscles like pulling and tearing. You haven't quite done this level of physical exertion in a long time.
Yep.
The last time you were this hot and sweaty was with Baz.
Yep, I was waiting for that.
Oh. But other than that, no. But you are able to pull your stuff up onto the next ledge. Ahead of you is a small crawl space that you can see kind of twists and turns and winds for a little bit. Presuming you're going to continue going forward.
Yeah, I am.
You kind of like scooting on your hands and knees through a just obsidian glass. Some keeps digging into your like knees and elbows as you're crawling through, but it's a good thing you're not a bigger creature. Every now and then you kind of like get your horn stuck on something and you gotta back out and like re-maneuver, but you are able to scoot your way through.
Sweet.
You eventually get to a large opening where you see a bunch of like pulverized obsidian glass based off of your what is your
Passive?
you want to roll about it for me?
Passive?
Yeah, you have a +2 to intelligence. Based off of your intelligence, you figure it's just a well-used pathway.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything in the path right now, but based on the amount of glass has been pulverized into sand, you know that something will be by fairly soon.
Are there
Um,
any
what?
stalag or rock protrusion?
Yeah, they're kind of like going off on the side. It's more of like a circle tunnel, and they're kind of just on the edges, like connecting the top and the bottom. Definitely between them and the wall is room to hide if you push
That would
comes
be
to
my
shove.
thought, yeah.
But they don't provide much cover. You'd have to like Looney Tunes fucking scoot around people, like with their
Gotcha.
vision, to stay out of sight. You see more lights pulsing and just go off in directions.
Mhm.
You have 8 directions to go, Ark.
Okay.
Where are you going? Just think compass directions.
Which way did I come from?
Does what come from?
Where did I come from? Like, which direction had I
You
come
came
from?
from like a small crack in like the southeast.
Okay. Let's go. Said that. That is
Hit what?
northwest. Since you said I came from a southeastern.
Yeah.
Southeast.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another. Roll me either. What the fuck are they called? God damn it. Insight or perception.
I will do a perception because that's a better one. 29, not 20.
Nice.
Not 20. I ask because they are different things that you would notice. You
Yeah.
do notice that what you notice with a nat 20, and for your 29, there are like those veins of light that you've been seeing. They're all throughout the entire area that you've been crawling through. You've seen them through like thick obsidian glass, causing the minute light that you've been using to see. Otherwise, you're blind as shit. You notice that they're all kind of going in one direction as you're at this like crossroads. You see that they all kind of merge into the middle and then just go heavy east.
Okay.
Hey, Toothless.
Um,
Who would you like your plus or your minus fives to go to?
Bromley, Karnas, and Sabina. You make it to the castle gates. The guard walks you up to the front door, opens it in for you, motions for you to go in, and turns to the other guard and starts talking about just his day.
Oh, fuck you.
What?
Karnas plus Allari plus Damien minus.
Karnas and Allari, okay. Kisses neither here.
do.
You get plus, damn.
First kiss, now
You do.
toothless.
I would like my character to not die.
Man, if
bound-
you're rich enough.
But if you're bound, y'all are bound and determined to get him killed.
-5 to Ark.
Are they?
Oh. Thanks, Mitten. Maddie's Sabina.
Maddie, who the hell's Maddie? You've met Maddie multiple times. Kind of rude that you don't remember her. Inside the
Sabina.
castle itself. Damn. I love the shade throwing right now.
Oh shit, it is a choo-choo.
So
Thank
close.
you. Thank you, Smitten. I appreciate.
Oh, what's Mitten do? What do I gotta add to nuts now?
Hype train!
All right, no one answered. That's cool. Thanks.
Smitten did it plus.
To who?
Probably to themselves.
Damien. Oh. Plus
It's so hard
5
to tell. There's
Sabina.
too much going on.
+5 Sabina.
My +5 was going to Damien.
Oh, good. I have 2 -5.
So Ark has 2 -5s now?
I think Ark also got a
Apparently.
+5.
2
So
minus and 2 plus?
No, I got 1 minus. I got 1 plus Smitten. I have 2 minuses from Toothless. I gave my +5 bits to Bina.
Okay.
Oh, and I gave my +5 bits to you.
Oh, did you just do
Thank you,
Mitsu?
Penny.
So Ark should have 2 +5s. May should have gotten 1 more, right?
I had a minus, so that would cancel out.
I know
And
those
Smitten.
those are different category. Maddie, nothing's canceling out.
Shit. Well, okay then.
You can money fight it all you want, but I still am adding +5s and -5s to things. That I get to use the -5s at my own will.
Ugh.
Oh, good.
Who do you want that one to go to, Smitten?
Right.
Another +5
Inside
to
the
Damien.
keep, you see a long, like, white stone, nice carved castle walls and hallway. A long red tailored rug with golden fringe on the edge. Just fancy embroidery all along it. You see guards posted with halberds and spears at each doorway going along the entranceway. You hear muffled talking down the hall as you walk through, to which eventually opens up into a large room with 6 support columns going down the middle. Lots of long tables filled with trinkets and oddities. One of them has just a buffet of just snacks that were prepared for the day and whoever visited. At the end of it, you see like a raised up throne made out of marble, decorated in red linens and silks, and 2 lions engraved into the armrests of the throne itself, to which a very tall lion and man sits atop it. He's leaning over, talking to someone that you only assume would be a advisor. A tall, thin man, kind of grayish skin, purple hair. You hear a "Thank you, my lord," as he kind of bows and turns to exit. He gives you guys a glance as you slowly approach, kind of furrows his brow and scoffs as he sees just the riffraff that just walked in, and he just obviously doesn't approve. The king looks to the left and starts signing the paper. Before you can speak, someone stops and goes, "Right now, what's your business with the king?"
That's why I can.
Sorry.
That's why I kind of step up and I go, Your Highness, I am Sir Bromley Hamstone of Brazenthorn, and I'm here with my my party, trying to see if we can get some help for a friend of ours.
The Hammerstones. I haven't heard that clan in a while. What are
Yeah,
you
we
doing
can.
so far south, young dwarf?
I've just followed through my. Before I met up with this party, I was tracking a I forgot what it was, like a witch or something. I think we said it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I met up with them and just kind of went with them. And then I'll also go down, and then our friend here, our friend is in a semi-catatonic state, and the other person in our party is entombed, I would say, words.
Oh,
Entombed, you say?
in this ring.
So, Master Dwarf, what would you ask of your king?
We spoke with the oh, what was the name again? Crap.
Cleric, you
Yeah.
guys never asked.
Yeah.
Karnas gave his note to the guard guy that walked
Yeah,
us
that-
here.
Yeah, the high
Okay.
cleric, the high cleric of the temple.
He would have handed you back the note, by the way.
Oh, you said he tucked it under his arm.
Oh,
But if he handed it back to me, then
yeah. After I meant to say he handed it back to you as you guys entered the
Okay.
castle.
Karnas holds it up to the king. Like, we have this note.
You see a man in plated armor with a long sword on his side and shield on his at the ready. Walks down, grabs it out of your hand, and reaves it. Goes up to the king, hands it to him. The king takes a moment, reads through it, and goes, "How'd you get a high clergy member to sign away on something that frankly, doesn't seem that important at the time?" We're looking for assassins, betrayers, saboteurs. We had elves in the town a little bit ago. One escaped somehow.
Well, he was,
Why is this more important than the war that was just started?
he said something about Cooksar Hammerfell.
What are you trying to do with name dropping right now, Karnas? What's your intent?
For him to see Bromley and think it's, Cooksar, cause Cooksar's, important hero, dwarf, whatever guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Are you trying to deceive him that Bromley is Crooksar?
Kinda, I guess so.
Roll deception.
Oof. 17.
Do you want to add anything before I tell you a result?
Yeah, I'll add a +5.
Oh, okay.
Just for good measure.
Keep in mind, you can always buy out of successes.
Yeah.
For the low price of merch or 1,000 biddies.
Merch is hella comfortable. I'm wearing the sweatshirt right now.
There's a +10 to Damien and a -10 to Bromley, just so we're aware. In,
plus
Buy
5
tens.
in the form of gifts. Gift subs.
So 2 plus 5s and 2 minus 5s?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, 2 plus 2 to who? Or 2 plus 5s to who?
Damien.
So Ark is at 4 now?
And 2 -5s to Bromley.
Who pissed off? What Bromley did to piss someone off?
It's toothless.
It was toothless.
She's just
That's
here as
weird.
an agent of chaos, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
I love it when I have an agent of chaos.
So I have
I have
2 for minus 5s. I have 2 for Ark, 1 for Maddie, 2 for Raz. Am I missing any of those?
I did 5. I don't think I got
1 for Maddie.
5 500 bits that I did earlier. I think I said that for let's do that for Karnas.
So you bought a minus 5 for Karnas?
+5.
Okay, I'm asking about minus 5s right now.
Oh, sorry.
I'll get the pluses later. Am I missing any minus 5s?
No.
Okay. So for plus 5s, which no one ever does anything in the middle apparently, I have
did get
2
100
for
bits
Raz,
from Smitten.
4 for Maddie, 4 for Ark, 2 for Haley, 1 for Kiss.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
that was so much chaos.
I love it. I love it so much, and I appreciate all of you.
Wanted that out of success.
I think at this rate, your entire chat has subscriptions.
Probably.
Probably. And you're definitely going to be making payout this month.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be cool. I could use that payout money.
Yeah, 'cause you guys have a trip coming up this month.
Plus,
And your
Smitten gives
payout-
+1 to Bromley. Because she donated 100 bits.
Plus one goes to Bromley.
Yeah.
All right.
And you'd be getting your payout around you go away on your vacation.
You also have a suddenly really expensive dog sitter.
This is true.
I try to pay you. You refuse money.
I'm paying you in chicken.
Eh.
Fuck you. We're still gonna pay you.
Carnus, the king stares you down for a moment, waiting for any kind of twitch in the face muscles or just any forms of deception that he has not picked up on. What was your roll? 22?
22.
Damn. The king leans back for a moment and goes, "That's a fine tale, little kobold."
Carlos looks back at his tail.
good.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Not what I was talking about, but I like your spunk. To lie so boldly to a king. Usually, death threat. But I'll give it to you that you don't know the lineage of... Fuck, what was his name?
Cooksar Hamilfell?
Cooksar. Bromley's last name was Hammerfell. Wasn't it?
Is it? No, Hammerstone.
Hammerstone. Easy mistake. They both have hammer.
Fuck, I deleted the thing about the guy's name. It was Hammerfell.
I know. I wrote it down.
Good for you.
Did 22 really not pass?
It matched.
Oh.
Oh,
Jesus.
He goes, well, the lineage of Hammerfell, specifically Cooksar, is a confusing one. But that's not the man I hired to play the part.
Oh. I thought it was.
No, you didn't. So, impressive as you might be, you are not the local hero, Cooksar, who rotates whenever the hell he dies. No one man can do such feats. We just find another handsome dwarf. People love it. People love to see a hero.
I was just...
So why not give him a hero?
There was a lady that thought he was him.
Oh, yes. He has quite the lineage. We gave him vague features for a reason.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't know why the cleric gave us the note, but he said give it to the enchanter. That will help our friend. And so I gave it to the guard we were talking to, and he brought us here.
Well, if it's just to meet with my enchanter, he'll be in the morning.
Okay.
He's dispatched currently. Is scheduled to return in the morning from collecting agents in a far-off land. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong. His airship returned last week, but he generally shows up by magical means.
'Cause he's magical.
Yes. So, in the meantime, if that was your only request from the king, I will be off. I'll have evening duties to do.
That was all I had. I don't know about you guys.
Also,
Yeah.
before I go, hand them the papers. The same guy that took the note from you gives you each a scroll with a sketched image of Sabina on it.
Oh.
If you find this woman, very dangerous, kill on sight, bring me her head.
Yes, sir.
The reward is 50,000 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
What?
That was all?
I think Bromley was gonna say something.
Oh, dwarf.
Yeah, I go as he was getting ready to leave. I just kind of needed to pat to my to put my face to my chest. And I go, nope. Thank you, Your Highness, for the assistance.
Of course. Thank you for showing up before I left for the day. I can't tell you how annoyed it is to get calls after I've already settled in for the day. Be the king's busy work. Now please, take your leave. Have some pleasantries on your way out. There's tables of whatever. I don't know what they have today.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Of course. Did you introduce yourself as Carnus, right?
Yeah.
Carnus, where is your clan located?
Why?
The city is expanding.
Oh.
The less trouble we can get into with expansion with kobold dens, the better.
They're just outside, and he describes where the clan is.
How big a clan?
Well, I recently. How many were we traveling with?
You brought in like 700.
Okay.
You
Really?
way
That
less.
much?
No, you brought in like 233 of them.
Yeah, I thought most of them died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, some of them died and split off.
Well, they recently.
I was doing this number that had died. You brought in about 233 of them.
Well, we brought in like 200 or so. Recently.
Such a small clan.
Well, I brought them from another city. It's a thing.
You moved kobolds
They were eating the.
across plains.
Yeah.
It's quite the feat, you little man.
They were eating all of the humans and the meat walkers. I couldn't let them. And so I moved them here so they wouldn't do that. With my
Outside my town.
so they don't eat them. I taught them the ways to not eat the meat. So they don't eat.
You had a long day, haven't you?
Yes. I taught them not to eat the two-legged meat walkers and just to get the forest creatures.
Keep your clan away from the city. Should be no problem.
Okay.
I haven't had problems with kobolds in a few years. I like to keep it that way.
Yeah, I try to teach them not to eat them.
He's gonna hand you a sealed note and he goes, "Go ahead and give this to your king."
Okay, yes, Your Majesty.
Do not read it, Carnus.
Okay.
If you do, you'll die.
Oh,
It's magically sealed.
he puts it in his bag.
Now, I'll be up unless there's anything else. You, hairy woman, did you require anything?
I was just here for my friend, sir.
Fair enough. Good evening. And the king
Good
takes
evening,
his
sir.
leave.
It hasn't really been a day?
I guess so.
Yeah. I think it has. We haven't had it.
It's like the same day of the arena fight.
It's been a long day.
That's what I was just
Because
saying.
you guys didn't rest, you just booked it the fuck out of there to go save Damien. And then you ran out of that town to the forest, took a short rest, heard Tibby, and then just took the cart all the way back. Which
Yeah,
wasn't
that's what-
enough for a long rest, but
That's what I was saying. It's like, it really is just the same fucking day.
if you guys want, there's pleasantries at the back. There's like mountains of like snacks, foods, and random like gifts that was given to the king, but he didn't fucking want. And like people kind of pick through what they wanted. It's just random fucking trinkets and things. If you want to grab a thing on your way out, You can.
Can I? Is there like servant staff near the table? Want a better term?
If you want to look for servant staff, what's your passive, Maddie?
16.
You'd see them like every now and then, but they generally aren't in the same room as the king at the same time. As soon as he leaves, you kind of like see a couple come and like start polishing the throne and cleaning the floors around where he was.
I want to ask them. Ask one of them if they know where Brunhilde is.
They straight up ignore you. They've been told not to talk to any of the guests. Do you keep pressing?
Yes.
You see one of them kind of like, while scrubbing, they kind of turn their head and goes, "Ma'am, we're not allowed to talk to you."
Is there a place you can? I just want to find Brunhilde.
There's still like guards in the room too, and they see you like trying to talk to the staff and goes, "Harry woman, please take your leave. The king is no longer accepting people today. It's kindly asked you to leave, so start making your way out."
I'll leave.
As you leave, you feel something tug on your pocket. As you look back, the servant is just furiously scrubbing away with soapy water on the throne. As you start to leave, you kind of pat your pocket. You feel like there's something in there that there previously wasn't.
I'm gonna wait till I'm out of the guard sight to see what it is.
Okay. You, as soon as you go leave the guard site, you pull out the note. It just says "Gardens at midnight."
Oh, all right. I will rejoin the party and take my leave.
All right.
We gotta go to Gerry's.
Oh God, we do.
We promised him.
Did you guys want any of the random trinkets on the table?
I'll take a random trinket.
Go ahead and roll D100.
Oh yeah. Random trinket.
Yeah, why not?
I'm disappointed the D100 on here isn't an actual D100.
Yeah.
You guys pick one up for Damien and Allari too, if you want.
Yeah.
No one's really counting how much crap you pick up.
52 for me.
52.
Right in the middle.
19.
Sabina, the
Fine.
thing that you grabbed was two little toy knights. One of them is missing a head, like the
Oh.
little wooden toy knight dolls. Nicely carved wood, definitely, and painted. Like there was a lot of love and effort went into it. But you feel like someone just kind of like pushed their thumb on the back of the head to test its strength, and it just snapped right off.
All right.
Karnas got 19, Damien 59, and Allari 26.
Karnas got 19.
And Bromley got 71.
Karnas, the thing you grabbed was a shiny brass pipe, kind of looks like a flute, but with weird bulges in the middle of it. It kind of reminds you of a magic wand, but it's way too big or thick to be that. You kind of like spin it around, and you're like, well, if it looks like a flute, I should blow into it. You start blowing into it, and just bubbles come out. It's just a flute that makes bubbles.
Nice.
Raz, what'd you get?
71.
71. What you grabbed was a couple stacks of parchment that is filled with poems and songs, with written musical, like sheet paper. Bard had apparently written a song for the king, and the king did not care for it.
What the fuck?
What was the other one?
59.
59. Who was this for?
Damien.
I'm
sorry, I should have let you roll it yourself, Ark.
It's fine.
I mean, if Carnus is grabbing it for you,
Fair, yeah.
he'd be like, "Oh, you pick up just a rabbit's foot." You're like, Damien likes feet. With rabbits. Just a rabbit foot on a keychain. Was there anything else?
26 for Allari.
26.
I gotta get things for my friends.
The thing you picked up for Allari is just a leather sack. When you shake it, there's a bunch of rattling inside, and you take a quick peek, and it's just teeth.
Oh,
Some of them are just rotted, but it's just human teeth.
You want to see Tiny Tina?
Carnus. Another thing that catches your eye as you're perusing stuff on the table to think about your friends, you see a shard of obsidian that just catches your eye, and it gives you kind of a warm glow as you kind of pass your hand over it, trying to grab the bag.
Oh! I grab it.
You touch the obsidian, and it just feels... It's a very calming sensation. Like, you didn't realize how much static was going on in your head until you picked it up, and then you for the first time, Carnus feels like nothing going on in his head. No weird thoughts, no weird comments, just silence.
After pocketing the other things he grabbed, he's just gonna hold it close to him.
You have no internal monologue while holding that stone. What does Carnus say as he thinks he's saying things? What is Carnus saying in his head that he would generally think with an internal monologue? While this is on you, you have no internal monologue, is what I'm saying.
He's probably thinking about how warm this rock is. And he's gonna hold it close because he likes it, how warm it feels on his cold lizard skin. And we gotta go to Gerry's house. It's getting late. We promised him we'd be there for dinner. Hey guys, we should go to Gerry's. I found this rock.
Alright, as you guys start making your way out of the castle, presumably to Gerry's, Damien,
Mm-hmm.
you're at the crossroads. What are you doing?
4 directions, I'm guessing, or
8 directions.
It's a lot of directions.
I'm gonna head. Well, did I say I was going north to the northeast direction?
You said you're going northwest.
Or northwest? Okay. I'm gonna keep heading in that direction. Keep an eye out for anything big so I can be ready to hide.
Okay. You start heading off in the northwest. You walk for what feels like an hour. It's kind of hard to tell time.
Mm-hmm.
But you just have nothing but your own thoughts to entertain you as you're walking. Just trying to avoid all the glass on the ground. You don't stab your feet more than what they already are.
Yep.
You're just getting already like building calluses and whatever pokes through. Like your infernal legacy will just kind of like sear closed. sometimes around shards that are still like protruding through your skin. You gotta kind of pluck those out. You eventually make it towards a large pool room. You have a weird sense about this room. It doesn't feel right. Like you get a sense of urgency and dread in this room.
Okay.
Inside is like the large, fleshy obsidian walls, just slowly pulsing. You see a couple like of the glowy pus bags that illuminate into the room itself. The large pool of dark blood, way bigger than the one that you were previously in. And you see a long, dark green tail, like just kind of resting on the side, as the rest of it like curls into the blood itself. The tail is kind of like spear tipped,
Mm-hmm.
and then just has thick scales. Easily, the tip of the tail is easily as big as your own hand.
Hmm. Is there anything I can see in the room?
Go ahead and try and roll me investigation or perception. What are you trying to look for?
Just seeing if there's anything of interest in the room while avoiding stepping on the tail that's hanging out of the pool.
Go ahead and roll perception.
18.
Okay. Before I go on, do you want to add anything?
Nah.
Okay. I look over, and one of the items you guys could have gotten was just an old pair of socks.
Amazing.
Sorry. Kind of looking over the room, you don't see much of anything else. There is a large glow in the kind of a callous ceiling where the fleshy bits look harder. Not as hard as the obsidian, but like a black spot above the blood that has like pores that kind of open up and close, like valves.
Okay. So nothing of real interest then.
Not particularly to your senses at the moment.
Okay. Do I see any other openings?
The one you came in.
Alright. I'm gonna retreat double time.
As you start to retreat out of the room, a couple big old bubbles kind of blurb out of the blood. Let me look at something on your character sheet really quick. Features and traits. You just hear real guttural sounds. It could be a voice. If it is, it's from a language you do not speak whatsoever.
Okay.
Roll me a history or religion check.
Alright. History or history? That's in that one. I'm not gonna worry about adding anything to it.
Yeah. With 3, nothing really.
Yeah.
It just sounds like bubbling blood. Or bubbling blood. It's just your mind playing tricks on you at this point.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna retreat out of there as quickly as I can.
As you retreat out of there, like the light dims behind you and like seems to turn off. As you leave, there is like a green veil that kind of fills the room. And you
Alright.
start heading back through the hallway.
Yep.
Another hour passes before you get back to the crossroads. What are you doing?
Let's head true north.
True north. All right. About 30 minutes into true north, it splits into a fork in the road. You can go left or right.
Right.
Bless you.
As you take the right path, it starts leading to more. It's pretty much like half and half, like obsidian and fleshy bits. This turns into full fleshy bits as the ground becomes soft and squishy. You can feel the whatever kind of muscle tissue in there like pulse underneath your feet. Random it starts bleeding from the abrasiveness of your feet at the moment. As you're making your way through, you get to another pool room with illuminated pus sacks, large pool of blood. No tail hanging out of this one, but it's kind of raised up and just a long, just fleshy pool holding all the bubbling blood inside.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Do I see anything that I could not throw in the pool because I don't want to disturb anything that might be in there, but just like I don't know, poke it with just to see if there is anything without really disturbing it.
Uh, it's pretty fleshy. There aren't just extra pieces of things around. You can try and carve something off the wall, or you have a dagger.
Yeah, I'll poke the dagger in the blood bit.
You poke the dagger in the blood bit, and not much of anything happens. As you pull the dagger out, it just comes out clean. You think with how viscous and just potent it is, it'd be stuck to the blade, but it is
Okay.
nothing attached to it.
Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna poke around with my tail.
You're gonna poke your tail into the blood itself.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of like sit on the edge of the pool and just stick your ass tail into it, just feeling around the best you can. You get the impression that there's something large in there, but you aren't used to feeling things up with your tail that aren't Allari, so you don't quite know the feel of most things.
Well then. I'm gonna walk away from it and see if there's.
But what's that
any...
tail do, though?
What do you do with the tail?
Sorry, what?
I'm gonna walk away from the pool. I haven't done that yet. I'm not gonna walk away from the pool and see if there's anything I can find for armor or anything.
You can go ahead and roll perception or investigation.
It'd probably be more investigation. I'm looking for
Okay.
something specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
24.
24. Go ahead and roll me luck.
Sure thing. 20. plus 6. 24.
Jesus.
24 and 24. Nice. You see the slight edge of something that the wall seem to has like grown in around. You see a small piece of cloth barely showing in. You think it might be of something bigger. As you approach and kind of look at it more, give it a little tug, a bit more of the cloth kind of comes out of the wall itself. As you keep pulling and pulling, it's a nice, like a light blue to like the gray robe. It's got little bits of a gold embroidery, kind of a turtle shelled shoulder cuff, like a totally shawl with a hood Oh, a
attached to it.
mantle?
Yeah, mantle. Sorry.
Oh, a cowl. Cowl. Like,
Yeah.
cowl. Okay.
The inside is dark red with lightish red veins like going throughout it.
Okay.
That's what you find.
I am gonna put that on. Flip it for the red, like the lighter red outside, so it's a little bit better.
So you're gonna invert it?
Yeah.
Sure. Inverted, you have advantage on stealth.
Cool.
What you found is a multi-use cloak of protection. It's regular, it's +1 to AC. If you invert it, advantage on stealth. Just
Okay.
go ahead and just add both items on D&D Beyond and just use whichever one you're gonna swap the cloak to.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to fuck to make that. I don't think you can make items that just swap their stats.
Probably not.
It's cloak of protection, and then what's the other one?
Cloak of Elvenkind. It just gives you.
Oh, okay.
That's what the item's called. That's not what we're going with.
Yeah. I got you.
But
Alright,
I'm
so right
just
now I have
fucking
cloak of
terrible at making shit in D&D Beyond. As you pull the rest of the cloak out, you like see bits of bone, like femur and hips in there. The item is pristine itself. Seems to have some kind of magic about it, but whatever creature was in this robe when it died probably didn't protect it from what actually killed it.
Creepy.
As a skull falls out and just kind of mushes onto the ground, you start hearing those same kind of whispers that you heard in the other pool room. Just
Same
go
language?
run, yes, up. What?
Same language?
From the same discernible sounds. Whether it's a language
Okay.
or not, you're unaware.
Okay. I'm gonna book it out of the room.
Okay. You book it around. You kind of like take a look back. Nothing happens.
Good deal.
As you leave, you get a sense of like. You didn't get a sense of dread in this room like you did the first one, but there's definitely something heavy weighing on you. As soon as you leave, you feel like all your muscles stop tensing and just kind of relax for a bit, and you're like, oh shit.
No.
Arnis, Bromley, and Sabina.
Karnas is just thinking, to himself
Out loud.
out loud. Yeah. I wonder what Bromley's having for dinner. I wonder what he's gonna make us. He said his wife's a gnome. Does that mean I have to pretend to like
Bromley.
gnomes for a bit? I hate gnomes. Stupid gnomes. I'll be nice though, cause I like Gerry and he's my friend.
Carnus, are you okay?
What? Yeah? Why?
You're talking a lot. Something about gnomes?
What about gnomes? I hate gnomes.
Yeah, I can tell. Did you see a gnome? Why are you talking about them?
Gerry's wife's a gnome.
Don't say you hate gnomes to his wife, please.
Okay. I wasn't planning on it. Do you want to see my rock?
Sure. I look at Curtis's rock.
I picked it up and it got all quiet in my head.
You see him just holding like a chunk of obsidian, and like as you kind of like look at it and get a little closer, you feel like a heat source coming off of it, but not like to actually burn, just to warm.
It's a very warm, lovely rock you have there, Carnus.
Yeah, it makes my head quiet.
It makes your head quiet, but is that why you're saying everything out loud?
Am I saying everything out loud? I didn't know I was saying everything out loud.
Try and have an inside thought, Carnus.
An inside thought. I never thought about my thoughts as inside thoughts. He's trying to have an inside thought, thinking about inside thoughts.
Oh god, he needs social skills.
He slowly learned them over the course of the campaign. And then, like, he slowly realizes he's saying what he's supposed to be thinking out loud. I don't think I can have inside thoughts. I used to, but now I can't.
What changed?
Ever since we left the castle. Yeah, we left the castle. That's what changed. Did something happen in the castle?
That's why I look down. I look over at Carnus and I look down and I see that they have a piece of obsidian stone in their hand. I go. That's when I use my dwarven stone cutting on it.
It is not a cut stone.
Oh.
As you touch the rock, your mind also just goes dead silent.
Yeah.
Probably just sits in silence.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, this is nice.
Just... Honestly, I would love a rock like that, IRL. Just making my brain shut up for a bit. Carnus, what if you put the rock away, or maybe put the rock down?
Okay. And I'll put the rock on the ground, just to see.
You feel like a flood of like things just start rushing back into your mind as if everything was normal, but now you're aware that it was gone.
Oh yeah, I think it was the rock. My head got a lot louder.
Damien,
Yes, sir.
as Carnus puts down the rock, you hear a rumbling coming from behind you from the room that you just left. As a long black tail like protrudes itself from the dripping blood pools, and then like arms slam onto each side of the pool and start lifting a large beastly figure out of the pool.
Nope. Oh, nope. I'm booking it away from as fast as I can.
And you guys are letting Carnus hold all the magic items now, aren't you?
Curtis,
We turned her back for a second.
is gonna pick the rock up again.
Damien, before Carnage can pick up the rock, you see a large creature start emerging from the pool. Just black skin, very thick hide looking,
We talking
tall, long, hairless, no-faced human. Annoyed creature pulls itself out. Limbs twice as long as it should be. A long tail protruding from the back. You hear just an ear-screeching sound that just echoes throughout the halls of... What are you doing?
Cool. Do I see any rock protrusions that I can hide behind?
There are some you can go ahead and try. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yep. 23.
Was that with advantage?
Oh, with advantage. Right. Yes, that is.
Alright. And do you want to add anything to that roll?
Nah.
Alright. So you start ducking behind one of the stalactites, mites, whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter. We all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Columns of whatever. You see the large creature get up and just take a stretch, easily about 5 times the size of you, and just start walking down the hall. Its faceless gaze is kind of searching around for anything. You just hear like something in your mind as it gets closer, just like a TV static, as you can't hear anything in your head besides just the...
Lovely.
It kind of makes you go null for a little bit. Give me another stealth, but this time at disadvantage.
So just straight?
Yeah.
Roll 17.
And you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 22.
22. You see as the large creature gets near you, that static in your head just starts hurting. Go ahead and take 10 psychic damage as it passes you, but you
Okay.
are able to stay hidden from it. It gets far enough down the hall where you can feel like your head's back to normal and stops like pounding and the static kind of dissipates. As soon as like peer around the corner and see the creature, that you can feel the static like creep back in until you avert your gaze again.
Cool.
But it's
Cool.
walking down the hall towards the crossroads.
Alright. I'm gonna follow behind it just so I can get back to the crossroads.
Okay. How far behind it are you following?
30 feet. Nice
30?
safe distance.
Okay.
Yeah,
As you get
close to my
back within like 100 feet of it, the static is too much to bear, and you'd probably back out before you start taking actual damage from it. It has like a radius that just deals psychic damage within 100 feet.
Noted.
And if you stay far enough away, it won't hurt you. But you'd be able to figure it out before it actually started hurting you. Just because, you're kind of a smart boy. You're an idiot,
Yeah, a little bit.
but you do have a general intelligence to you.
Yeah, I mean,
To figure out.
plus 2
You're
to
like, well,
intelligence.
this
That's
fucking
pretty good.
hurts. I'll stop doing that.
Yeah.
You eventually make your way back to the crossroads, and you see it go down the east tunnel.
Let's go west.
West?
West.
Alright. So you quickly, as soon as it takes the turn into the east tunnel, you quickly kind of duck into the west and start making your way.
No,
Is
hold
this going
on.
robot again?
Hold on.
Oh, I thought it
Because my
was just
computer.
me.
You went robot and the stream is buffering.
Yeah.
I
Should be
probably
back.
I'm probably gonna dip anyway because my computer's getting ready to die. 10:30 about,
Okay.
and I have to get up for work.
Maybe you too will have a snow day.
Do you know where they live?
Let's finish what we were
Buddy.
talking about real quick, Art. Because
Yeah.
I know I won't remember. It's only about a 5-minute walk into the west chamber before you get towards another open room. This time, there's no light glow. There's a drained pool with a small indentation. But this one gives you no weird sense, no weird feelings. It gives you a kind of a sense of home, and you don't know why, and that kind of brings you to an unsurety.
Okay.
But same descriptors as the other rooms, just a drained pool.
I'm gonna investigate the indentation.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Fun. I'm gonna add +5 to that for 29.
Alright. With a 29, as you're looking over the indentation, its body form seems familiar. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you've seen this indent somewhere before.
Mm-hmm.
With a 29, give me a history check with advantage.
Beautiful.
As your mind is like scanning for, I've seen this before. What the hell was it? What is it? What is it?
18, 20. How many do I have left for +5?
You have 2 more +2s. Do you have advantage on history?
You said advantage because I got the
You
29.
did say
Oh,
advantage.
yeah, sorry. I say things and I forget it immediately.
Same.
You have 2 more +5s if you want. You also have an auto success.
I'll do an auto success.
On a 20?
Yeah. You know what? Nah. I'm good. Dirty 20. I'll
You
take
good
it.
with a dirty 20?
I'm good with the dirty 20.
Alright. With a dirty 20, your mind flashes back to one of the mornings that you got up out of bed from when you were laying next to Allari. The same indent from where you slept is right in front of you. The indent is of your sleeping position. Looks to meet your full, form as a perfect copy.
I'm gonna take the chance and lay down a bit.
You step into the drained pool and lay down to where your form impression is. You snuggle right in, and like a puzzle piece, you just kind of slide right in and just feels right and comfortable. You wait for a moment. You look around. Nothing's happening. You feel like you should be here. You don't know why. You don't know what this is. But for you, this one spot in this hellscape feels safe.
Mm.
and you just immediately fall asleep.
Cool.
So go ahead and give your character a long rest,
Fantastic.
and then we'll move on to the others.
All right. Karnas picks up the rock and goes to put it in his bag.
Okay. The silence washes back over you. It's kind of nice, but now you're aware that it's silent in your head. And you don't quite know what to make of that. You guys start walking around town looking for whatever the hell Gerry described to you previously. If you guys have the note, I'll give you advantages on your search for his house.
I had the notes, but they're not in the room with me.
Did Gerry give them a note?
He told you what to look for.
He did.
I feel like I
His house
wrote
with a
that
nice-
down.
It was a house with a really nice tree and
Wasn't there a red door?
something like
Is it
that.
a
Yeah.
red door?
Can we roll to remember if the door was red?
Specifically that roll,
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Damn it. We did also pass by Jerry's house on our way into town, I thought.
Let's see.
Into town? No.
Damn it.
Are you just trying to fucking lie to me now?
No, I swear on my life we passed by, like, during our fucking travels to here, because I remember we dropped him off somewhere.
No.
You brought him with you to Winwell.
Yeah, we did.
Then
Yeah,
he's
but on our way, on our way back.
No.
on
He
your way
went on his
back.
own
He
way
wasn't with
back.
you. He had a heart attack, and Karnas saved his life, and then went home. And then you guys got hopped on a cart and followed after.
Right.
So, Bromley, Sabina, Karnas, where are you guys headed?
To Jerry's, obviously.
Go ahead and give me a investigation or survival to find Gerry's house.
Oh, the stream's buffering again. There it goes.
$16.
11.
Investigation or survival, right?
Investigation or survival.
All right, I'll try it. Try the other.
Do it.
20
Oh.
survival.
I personally don't remember what the fuck I said, but Bromley remembers
That's
what
why you were being
district Gerry lives in, kind of like the general address, what what big tree is out front, what he named the tree. It was also Gerry, I believe, and which door color. There was a green door and a red door. I'm pretty sure he was a red door.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was.
Bromley's able to lead you to there. You go through you see the tree from the street, and you kind of go in through a nice stone worked archway. What?
In the city, his house is blue with a red door. It has a nice tree in the front yard. He shares it with his neighbor. The tree is named Gerry. He uses a tree tracking trident to find his home. And then he points in the direction of his home.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the city and just points that way.
Yep.
It wasn't quite helpful. But Bromley's like, yeah, it's over there somewhere. And just finds a nice tree, follows that tree to where the entrance would be. You see a nice blue house, kitty corner with a blue house with the red door and a red house with a blue door. They share a little courtyard that is just a very nice flower garden. Flowers of every color. Definitely, there's an alchemist that lives in one of these fucking buildings. Alchemist or herbalist. Someone is using these for something. They're built to have kind of a nice aesthetic, but you can also see a general use of organization. You walk up and knock on the blue door. You hear a muffled voice inside as the door creaks open. You see a shit. Where'd it go? Damn it! I had a picture pulled up and I was gonna fucking copy paste it. Curse me and my random clicking. You see a short, gnomish woman, Karnas, directly. Well, I guess Bromley because he'd be leading. Short, gnomish woman with square to rectangle eyeglasses on, some with different lenses on the right side to filter for like zoom. Her hair is kind of a mess, but tied up in like two buns in the back. She's got a large hat on that made of like green linens with like a pinkish leathery interior. She's in a nice long green dress, leather boots, brown hair. If I didn't say that. She goes, "Oh, you must be Gerry's friends. Please, come in." As she slowly opens the door, you see Gerry's house, which is just filled with what can only be described as trophies. Like, just displayed on mantles of various beasts ranging from size and ferocity to the amount of teeth they have, and just taxidermied heads of like just monsters on the wall. In the back rooms, you see like it enters into a living room. Then in the back, you can see a kitchen to where a meal has been being prepared. You see a bunch of roast chickens sitting at the table, ready to be eaten. You see Gerry there with fork and knife in hand. He goes, "Oh, hello there.
Gerry!
You said you'd come. I told my wife that. She didn't believe me, but I bought the chickens anyway. You saved my life, Conus."
Yeah, 'cause you're my friend. Gerry?
"That's the nicest thing you ever said, Conus. I will cherish it. Come in.
Oh,
He's got like a little like a white lobster bib tied around his neck. He's like so excited to eat food. His wife comes in and sits everyone down at the table. And you guys just have a fantastic meal. Each of you gain 20 temporary hit points from this fucking meal.
Shit.
It is easily the best thing you've ever fucking eaten. Also, did I name Gerry's wife? I don't remember.
You did not.
I named his
No.
sister.
Gerry. Gerry.
that was wasn't his sister?
That's his
That was
brother,
no. His sister was
Carrie.
Carrie. I think his wife was
brother-
also
that's his
Gerry.
His brother was Gerry G. Well,
His brother was
Yeah,
Gerry with a
maybe-
J.
Yeah, his brother was my dad.
right.
Why do I have to say things and not remember them?
That's why you write them down.
This is my own curse. It's funner this way.
It might have been Gerry with a G or Geri.
But yeah, during the dinner table conversation, what do you guys want to talk about? You see that his wife kind of keeps to herself majority of the time, and she kind of keeps sneaking food down off the table onto the, like, you can see her move her shoulder, and you hear a hop every now and then. After a couple minutes, you see a large yellow, like, gecko just kind of, like, crawl away and then up a wall and into a, like, a little cubby.
Precious.
It's got like a yellow like scales but like a white underbelly. Big old doofy lizard eyes, just kind of looking around. So, Coldness, I was telling my wife that you saved my life, and she wants to know how you did it. Cause I don't know what to tell her.
Well, when I saw you weren't breathing, I, I did something I saw other people do, where you
What was it?
you push on their chest a couple of times, and then you kiss them, and then they breathe again.
You see her kind of throw away and goes, "You kissed my husband."
It was to save his life.
Carlos, are you magically adept
Uh,
in any of the restorative powers?
in the what?
Probably not.
No, I didn't. I legitimately didn't hear.
Are you adept in any restorative magics?
Oh,
She's asking.
no, but I'm adept with a healing kit. I don't have any healing kits, but I'm good with them.
So you're good with something you don't have.
I used to have it. I keep forgetting to buy another one.
Well, yeah, I could make you one if you like.
That would be lovely.
What do you use in your healing kits? Do you use herbal medicine? Do you use the more, like just bandages and stuffing?
Mostly like herbs, and I use leaves as bandages too.
Just any leaves?
Usually. I live in a cave.
oh
I
my.
don't have access to bandages.
I'll get you something.
Okay.
Like before you leave, remind me, and then I'll get you a satchel of things.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out, y'all.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night, Art.
Bark.
You too. Bye.
You see, Gerry goes, right. This is my wife, Gina.
Gina the gnome.
Female Gerry just doesn't sound good to me. I don't know why.
I had a dentist
Sorry
named
if you're
Gerry who was a
Gerry,
female.
named Gerry.
Like Geraldine.
All right.
Also, you guys got.
Okay, you want to fix the camera? all I see is foreheads. She's an alchemist.
Oh.
She also likes to tend the garden. She's very skilled, very smart lady. Just a wee bit shy.
She has a lovely garden.
You see, Gina just go, oh, well, thank you, Carnus. I've been working on it for 30 years,
Wow.
so I greatly appreciate it.
It shows.
Anything else you guys want to talk about during dinner?
Not that I can think of.
Raz?
Pictures.
Nope, I'm just sitting there enjoying the company.
You see Gerry turned, he goes, I heard you were a local hero. There's some lady on a cot saying that she met Cookzai and that his alias was going by Bromley lately. I said, I know a Bromley. I didn't know that was the same guy. You didn't tell me you were famous, Bromley.
He didn't tell me he was famous either, Gerry.
Bro, how come you didn't tell anyone you're famous?
Well, as a paladin of my stature, it's not right to boast your triumphs like popularity or triumphs like that.
But you have songs about you. Do you know any of your own songs?
Not really. Just kind of.
Oh, you don't even know your own songs? Oh,
Nah.
come on, Bromley. You don't have any musics?
No.
Was it you that got the Music Note, or was that someone else?
That's someone else.
Who was that? Was that Manny?
I don't know about a music note.
Like poems and a song.
Yeah, I got those poems. Yeah.
You got that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to write a couple songs for people, seeing if I could join the Bards College before I joined the Guard. They said I wasn't very good, but well, when I was a kid, I would always write to the king, and when I kept writing them poems and songs about him. I didn't know much about him, but I always got a letter back saying that the king noticed me, and I thought that was nice.
That's awesome.
Robbie kind of like flashback to when you picked up the papers, and you just see a little fucking G in the corner as a signature.
So mean.
And like you kind of come back to the table, and you're just like, oh fuck. Do you want to hear any of my songs?
I want to hear your songs.
Sure.
Well, alright then. You see him like scoot his table back, and his wife's just like, oh no. He's gonna start singing. Gerry stands up, pulls his coat together, tucks one hand into his coat, and another one just like holds his belly as he starts just trying to sing this song with no musical accompaniment whatsoever. And then you see him waiting for song beats, and then start to sing again, but starts fumbling words. And he says, I'm sorry, I don't quite remember what they was. I wrote them quite a bit ago, but, you know, my wife always told me to try things, to see if I'm good at them. And, they don't all work, but, she is very supportive.
Carnus goes up to Gerry and tries to put a hand on his shoulder. It's just like,
You'd have to fucking climb him.
I think Carnus would climb him and put a hand on his shoulder. Gerry!
Yes, Conus.
It's okay if you're not very good at them. The point
At
is,
what?
anything that you try, just because sometimes
I'm not good at anything you say.
No, that's not what I said.
Conus, that's
No, that's not what I
I
said.
just sung you a song. That's not very
No,
nice.
that's not what I said. You said that your wife said you gotta try things even if you're not good at them. And I didn't say you weren't good at it. I'm gonna say,
Are you sure, Conus?
yeah, I like
Alright.
that you wrote a song about my friend and about the king. I think that's awesome. And even if you don't remember, they're still probably really good.
Well, I have to ask the king for the papers back, so I can read them again.
What if you wrote new ones?
I could try writing new ones.
You should.
I haven't tried writing in quite a while. I joined... When I was a lad, I used to join the Hunters Guild up in, Fuck, what was that town name?
Winwell?
Huh?
Winwell?
No, North.
Oh.
You guys came through it before. It had the, Chimera hunting party, or Wyvern hunting party. Anyway, there was a Hunters Guild up there. I don't remember what the fuck it's called at the moment. I used to try out for the Hunters Guild, and I was pretty good at that. He kind of motions to everything in the, living room. He goes, I killed all those.
Wow. That's really neat. By yourself?
Well, no, I was with a group,
Oh, that's still really cool.
but they want one for trophies. And, well, believe it or not, Corners, people don't believe I can do things.
What?
Yeah.
They
He's just like waving a chicken leg around as like grease is spilling off of it. He goes, people think I'm somewhat of a klutz, and that I'm not very intelligent.
You know what? I think we have that in common.
Yeah, people always underestimate us, Connors.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but we're a lot, honey, what's the word? And she just goes, smarter. Yeah, we're a lot smarter than most people give us credit for.
We sure are.
Connors, do you want to start a band together?
Band?
Yeah. I'll write the songs. Do you know any instruments? Bromley? Harry lady I haven't met? I assume you're friends. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Gerry with the G.
Oh, that's my friend Sabrina.
Sabrina?
Sabrina?
Oh. Well, isn't that a lovely name, it is? Well, Sabrina, I'm sorry to have ignored you for so long. Gerry would just like ignore someone in the room until it's like, oh yeah, there's other people besides Carnus and Bromley. You kind of blend in with the wood walls. You got kind of a weird texture to you. I haven't quite seen.
Word.
If you don't mind me asking, what are you?
I'm just a simple person.
Well, right, but like, what
Very
kind of
bad
race?
luck.
What race are you? I haven't seen a hair person before.
Gerry, you can't just ask somebody what race they are. I did that once. I got in trouble.
Would you ask who what race was?
I don't remember anymore. I just know I did it and got in trouble.
Did you get knocked out?
I got yelled at.
No, Carnus, you just can't ask about a person's skin condition.
Is it a skin condition that you have?
Something like that.
Do you use any body wash or is it all just shampoo now?
It's all shampoo.
Do you gotta comb it every night? It looks quite the tassel. How do you keep...
a razor involved tonight.
He kind of like leans over and like holds your hand, but like it was the same hand that held the chicken leg, so it's all greasy and like covered in random seasoning. He goes, "Don't hurt yourself, please. I don't want to lose any more friends."
Thank you for your
Sabrina,
concern,
you're a very hairy lady, but well, you can always find a job at a carnival or something.
Thank you, Gerry.
Of course, we're always here trying to help out others.
That's what I like about you, Gerry. You're so helpful.
Yeah. Now, I remember I was mad at you about something earlier today, but I can't quite remember what it was. Carlos, was it important?
I don't think so.
Are you still holding that stone?
No. I put it in my bag.
Oh, okay.
Before we went inside. Because otherwise you'd be hearing all the thoughts about, maybe I underestimated gnomes. Gnomes aren't that bad. But you can't hear that because it's in his bag.
Smart. Good job.
You always underestimate how smart I am.
God.
Are you telling me again, Conus?
What?
Well, Conus, what kind of music do you play?
I don't know any music.
Do you have any instruments on you? Bromley, Sabrina, do you have any musical talent? Do you want to join Conus's and mine's band? Right now, it just kind of sounds like a cappella.
I don't think right now is a very good time to have a band.
Oh. How come, Conus?
Well, 'cause I have a wife waiting for me with the rest of my clan.
You didn't tell me you was married.
It didn't really come up.
Well, how come you didn't bring your wife to supper?
'Cause she's with the rest of the kobold clan.
Alright, Conus, tomorrow, I want you to bring your wife to supper.
I can't.
You just hear like a from the edge of the table, and she's just like kind of in her plate of food, just slowly eating.
I can't bring my wife because she's pregnant.
Oh, congratulations! I'm learning so much about you, Conus. Congratulations.
So we're gonna have a little boy.
How do you know it's a boy?
Just a hunch.
She has a hunch.
No.
That's how you know it's a boy. Well, I don't know quite know. Don't kobolds lay eggs?
Yeah. She's pregnant with the egg.
She hasn't laid an egg yet.
No, she laid it. It was just easier to say pregnant than to say that she laid an egg. I got lazy with my words.
Well, Coldness, that doesn't make for great table conversation, now does it?
I'm sorry, I'm not used to having good table conversation. I live with a bunch of other kobolds and a dragon. So we all just kind of do whatever whenever.
A dragon, you say?
Yeah.
You kind of like see him just kind of stare off into the distance. You guys kind of follow his eye gaze, and there's a empty placard on the wall that just says, like, all of them say like my first whatever the beast is. That one says my first dragon, and it's just empty.
Oh God.
Please don't kill my king kobold.
No, I got that behind me now, Conus. I'm much too old to be going out adventuring with the likes and sorts of dragons.
Oh.
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
No, but I did have a best friend. His name was Carl. He got spotted one day. We were going in through a cave, and just a boulder squished him. I got covered in him.
Was his name,
It was Carl.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do something with Carl and Indiana Jones in it, and no.
Carl with what in it?
Indiana Jones. Boulder.
Gotcha. He was
house, Carl.
No, he wasn't a house Carl. He was a dragonborn though, so he was kind of interesting to have around. He was a good friend. He always talked about retiring soon, and then we went on one more adventure, and then just
I guess
Going.
that was his retirement.
not much of a retirement now, is it, Conus?
No.
Don't even get to enjoy it. He's just squished in the dungeon. I couldn't move the boulder to get any of his things for his family.
That's too bad.
All I got was this ring off of his hand that was the only part unsquished by the boulder.
Can I see the ring?
Okay. He kind of like gets up and he moves over to the fireplace on top of the mantle. He opens up a very like ash wooden box, or ash colored wooden box, and just like lifts it up. And inside you see like a golden band with emeralds studded in it all around. And he kind of hands it to you. Inside there's an engraving. What languages do you speak?
Common and Draconic.
Okay. It's just gibberish to you. You thought it kind of looks like Draconic? You can recognize one or two characters, but like from what you're reading, it makes absolutely no sense. So it must have been of different kind of either dialect or language entirely.
Oh, what does it say?
I don't know, Gonus. I've been trying to figure that out for a while, but I figured I'd just let it rest on the mantle.
He turns to Sabina and Bromley. Do you guys know what this says?
I don't know, DM, do we?
What languages do you know?
Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Undercommon.
Okay. Raz?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish.
Sabina, it looks like it's a weird form of Elvish,
Oh.
but like an old Elvish of which you are unable to decipher.
If it helps, Gerry, it's like ye olde Elvish.
I thought I recognized some Draconic in there too.
You mean like a Sylvan before it kind of split off into the other languages?
Maybe.
I would guess so, yeah?
Well, that's a great help. Well, look at you folks just coming in and helping your old friend Gerry.
That's what we try to do. We try to help people.
You see, what did I say her name? Gina? Jeannie?
Gina.
Gina? Get up and she's like at the pull, opens up her stove and just pulls out a large cake. To which she quickly dresses with a simple syrup thing that she had warming and just kind of drenches it, and the cake kind of absorbs it. As she sets it on the table, she puts a couple flowers in it, to which the flowers just like bloom into like a frosting and edible like arrangement cake, to where it went from a simple little chocolate cake to like a small wedding cake in like the flourish and the design. It just looks fantastic.
That looks so good.
Oh, well, you should try it before you say anything. I'm not quite the baker, I am the alchemist. But, I do appreciate your words of kindness, Carnus.
Oh yeah. You seem like very nice. And you're a good cook and your garden is pretty.
Well, believe it or not, you're the first kobold I've actually had a conversation with. I don't know why they generally just... Well, Carnus, I'm sure you're aware. Most kobolds try to kill gnomes on sight.
Yeah.
Some about some religious thing. I don't quite know anything about it.
Well,
But just so you know, I didn't have anything to do with whatever that was.
that's good to know. I'm glad you weren't part of that. You're the first gnome I've ever talked to.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carnus, would you do me a kindness and meet me out in the garden in a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Alright. So, you guys finish up your cake, and just have a general pleasant evening, unless you guys want to do anything.
Nope.
Raz, Maddie, Haley, you guys want to do anything?
Nope.
No. Probably give the ring back to Gerry.
Yeah. Maddie?
Does Gerry know where the gardens are? Well, okay, wait. First off, I have a quick question. Would I know how to get into the gardens? Without
It's
Gerry.
somewhere inside the castle.
Shit. Okay.
It's safe to presume, like, royal gardens. But there is also a garden district. So it just says gardens. You're unsure of where to actually go. There's also private gardens inside the castle.
Well, fun. Alright. I'm not gonna ask Gerry because I don't think he knows how to keep his mouth shut.
Well, fun. Raz, did you want to ask anything or do anything before for the night?
Nope.
Haley?
No.
Alright. As you guys finish up your table conversation, you go to meet Gina outside, and we'll pick up there next week.